This is your daily dose of advice from Rabbi Nachman. The subject is Momon Parnassa, money and making a living, chapter 1. This is a concise form of the Eitzos Hamavuaros, the clarified, practical advice. There is also a similar volume in English put out by Breslov Research, but this is just a brief audio clip summarizing the points. So Rabbi Nachman says that if you are speaking in ways that are not purposeful, meaning that they're not for your well-being, for your Parnassa, for your family, for a mitzvah, for chesed, which all fall into the category of divrei Torah, or if they're not part of tefillah or being mechazik yourself and others in Yirat Shamayim, but they're stam shmuzing, then these diburim, which do not positively impact your Parnassa, obviously conversations with clients would not fall into that category, then those are called dvarim batelim. And through worse than that, such diburim roim, evil talk, evil speech, such as lashon hara, which arises out of jealousy for others or hatred of others, and is connected to the midah of gaiva, of haughtiness and self-centeredness, and gasos ruach, or of a sense of a coarse spirit, a person who's insensitive, not focused in on others, not empathetic to others. And even things that are, good things that you do if they're motivated by gaiva. So things like that will unfortunately bring you to anios, to poverty, Rahman al-Itzlan. And then the worst poverty of all, which is in your thinking, which is anios bedas. Your mind is in a mindset of anios, of poverty and being destitute. The only way to repair this is through giving proper tzedakah. What does that mean? Tzedakah that's not for the sake of honor and not for the sake of your esteem and ego, but only for the reason that Hashem commanded us to help others, worthy, needy recipients. If you give it to aniyim that themselves are hagunim, that follow their character conforms to the ways of Torah, meaning that they have Yirat Shamayim, or to other aniyim for a true purpose, like the various chasadim, including Parnassas Kala, etc., or even hafatzah, buying svarim to distribute them to strengthen the emunah and Torah mitzvah observance of others, which arise a person's heart to the service of Hashem. All that is in a category of tzedakah and amitis, true tzedakah. And thereby one can mitakein all the pagamim, all these imperfections in your speech and in your going about parnassa making, and you can reach the status of ashirus gedola ba'amitzis, real wealth that's related to kedusha. Now I will just add a point that one of the ways you can remove from your money pagamim and reach success, we know, is the idea of giving meiser ksafim, which means putting aside 10% of your income, of money that comes to you, and there's many dinim involved, and so you have to ask a shayla to understand what is and what isn't in the category of meiser obligations. And if you put it aside in a separate account or put cash away in a safe place and keep a record of how much you distribute and to whom you distribute it, that way you can know for sure that the tzedakah that you're doing is not only what Hashem wants you to do, but is going to good purposes, proper purposes. And therefore, you should be zocheh through the merit of keeping meiser carefully, including it's recommended to keep a journal. How much money did you make? Did you separate 10%? And where did you put it? And also, where did you distribute the tzedakah? This is what the Chafetz Chaim in Chazavas Chesed recommends, and that's what the mitzvah demands, then with that is another strategy, another little piece of advice on how to come to what we're all hoping for everyone, which is Ashiras Gedola V'Amitis. Have a wonderful day.